It's the entrance to the stable. Let's see what's in here, shall we? Track bits. What is that?
Oh, track bits? That was one of my favorite breakfast cereals, along with Captain Creeps and Frosted Corn Steaks. They're great!
NCC 1701? That doesn't make any sense.
It would if you were socially awkward, lived in your mother's basement, and wore fake pointy ears.
I don't appreciate that name. I think this world needs to offer more support to those individuals such as myself who are plasma challenged.
Plasma challenged?
Hemoglobin deficient?
Keep trying. I'm sure you'll come up with something.
How vulgar.
This was probably made by some little goth kid who got kicked out of his local angst club for wearing too much eye makeup.
It says O-positive.
I think it says O positive.
Why would it say that? In case of a carriage accident? AME forever. Sounds like somebody's a little full of themselves. It's a horseshoe. I bet that's somebody's lucky charm.
Lucky charm, huh? I prefer green clovers, pink hearts, or blue diamonds.
We don't need that. The horse is already wearing shoes. Weird. That's the number for our rehearsal room at the Pelly Institute of the Operatic Arts.
The plate is French, too. On the bottom it says Par Arts, quality since 1870. Well, would you look at that? It's the 1890 Girls of Draxylvania Slap-on Tools calendar. Look, this one is showing both of her calves.
You men and your obsession with tools. It's 2 sacks of barley and oats.
Wow, they must really consume a lot of oatmeal and beer.
That is not going to happen. Looks like a feed bag for the horse. I hope it comes with the horse. The window looks out onto a lumpy, muddy yard.
Jeez, at least I hope that's mud.
It's a horse.
Of course.
Oh, the poor creature. It looks like he's broken his leg.
I'd say it's more likely he's broken the law.
What do you mean?
That's a Draxylvanian boot on his hoof. Either his owner is using it as an anti-theft device, or the Draxylvanian Police Department put it on because he has too many unpaid parking tickets.
What did he say?
Something along the lines of, "Get this thing off my hoof right now."
So, Mr. Horse, do you know how I can get that boot thingy off of you?
I speak a little horse. Let me have a shot. Yo!
Well, what did he say?
He said to tell you, if he knew how to get this damn thing off, he would have done it already. Duh. He suggests we go to the lady next door and ask her about buying him.
Oh, is that all?
No, he also said his real name is El Caballo Senza Valore. No matter what that horrid woman renamed him. And he would really appreciate it if we would use that name if we buy him.
It's a deal if we get him. It appears to be a fascinating sliding contraption in which several large pieces of wood float through midair, thanks to a pair of metallic grooves.
Couldn't you just say it was a door?
Hello? Is anybody in there? Nope. No one in there. It must be safe to open.
Apparently, you have never heard of the Stable Shed Slasher Massacre of 1865.
No? But I'm sure I'm going to hear about it in a second.
Well, not if you're gonna have that attitude. Forget it. Go ahead and open it up yourself. I dare you.
I want to take a peek in here. Just as I thought, a storage shed. It looks like a very thick wool saddle blanket, colorfully embroidered with beautiful spatulas. I bet that really keeps the horses warm. That saddle blanket could be useful, but I don't want to carry it around, so I'll keep it in mind. It's a broken old saddle. It's all dusty and cracked as if it's been through the desert.
I bet on a horse with no name.
It's some sort of frozen statue depicting a humanoid figure.
It's actually called a snowman.
Oh, really? And how do you know he's a man?
Because he's got snow, but I'm not gonna say it. Probably kids around.
I don't want to carry it around. It's so cold and wet.
Like my nose. Feel it.
Ugh, no. But I will keep the snowball in mind just in case. It's a sign for the dress shop.
Actually, Mona, it's a dress shoppy.
That is stupidity. It's a window looking into the dress shop. There's some lady racing around like crazy.
Yeah, she looks pretty busy for someone whose shop is supposed to be closed.
There's all kinds of things in there. Some fancy-looking dresses, several bolts of cloth, and a fat guy who looks really unhappy.
Maybe his corset is riding up on him and he stopped by to have it adjusted.
I can't get close to the door with that cross hanging there. It's an oily vat filled with cooking grease. It's covered with old wine jugs and cooking oil cans. It's a sign for that nail salon. It says the nudge nudge wink wink nail salon in quotes.
I'm not sure that's a real nail salon, Mona.
Why do you say that?
You tell me! Beside the fact that their building is located in the red light district, it's covered with a bird and bees.
How do you know this is a red light district?
My first clue was that big red light hanging over their door.
It says A11 Suite in gold lettering, indicating the street address. And it has a strange logo above it of a cat in a house. What does a cat in a house mean, Frederick?
Well, when a man loves a woman a great deal, but that woman is pretty conservative and always busy, and the man is always away at a convention, and, It's just a funny picture.
Looks like there's a number of well-dressed men getting their nails done. It's the docks area of Vlad's Landing.
Yep. People paddle their boats here from far and wide. From way upriver and all over Lake Warg to come here to trade their wares.
What do they trade?
Boats.
It's a woman standing outside of the nail salon.
That woman is definitely a working girl, Mona. I think she's in the process of doing a little self-promotion.
It's a woman standing outside of the nail salon.
That woman is definitely a working girl, Mona. I think she's in the process of doing a little self-promotion.
Hi there, miss. What can I do you for?
Sorry to disturb you, but may I speak with you for a moment?
That depends. Are you in any way associated, affiliated, related to, or working with any member of a local, regional, or national law enforcement organization, particularly those identified as being tasked with reducing or eliminating the act of human fulfillment?
Human fulfillment?
She means no, she is not.
Well then, hello there, honey. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. How can I help you?
Do you work for the salon?
Work has such a negative connotation. I like to think that I live my life in the pursuit of pleasure. Mine and others. My relationship with the salon allows me to pursue these personal interests while simultaneously providing me with an ongoing source of income. Right now, I'm standing lookout for a private nail salon event going on inside.
What sort of work do you do?
I like to think of myself as a small event planner, or possibly a personal entertainer. In terms of the specific services I offer, that generally depends on how much my client is willing to spend. Was there something particular you had in mind?
Uh-oh, Mona. That constable over there's eyeing you pretty closely. You'd better be careful, or you might get picked up for solicitation.
Solicitation? Solicitation of what?
Mona, you seem to be having some difficulty grasping the situation. This lovely lady here...
Why, thank you! And I might say you are by far the most attractive bat I have ever encountered.
You're too kind. Anyway, Mona, to put it bluntly, this woman is, well, she does stuff to make people happy, especially penicillin manufacturers.
Oh, I guess I understand. I think. Forgive me, I don't have much experience in these, areas.
There's nothing to forgive, darling. You know, you are quite attractive. I'm not sure what you're doing right now, but would you ever consider a career change? We offer flexible hours and an excellent benefits package. We would have to put a little more foundation on those cheeks, though I'm afraid you're looking rather pale.
Sure, sounds great. I love doing nails. Where do I sign up?
Whoa, Mona, trust me, this isn't the right nail salon for you. Besides, don't you want to go to Paris and sing opera?
You're right, I do. But she made her life seem so glamorous and fulfilling. Do I get 2 weeks of vacation and 10 days of sick leave?
You're gonna need a lot more sick leave.
What are you talking about?
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying we should be discreet.
What is so illegal about talking to someone?
There's nothing wrong with pleasant social intercourse.
Can we we go inside your nail salon?
Sorry, honey, no can do.
Why not?
The salon has been reserved by a private party. I'm doing double duty as doorman and lookout. So unless you are part of the Gosford Falls City Council, I can't let you in.
May I ask your name?
Certainly. Today, my name is Iris Vivienne.
What do you mean by today? Your name changes?
Of course. My name changes with my mood. I'm in an Iris mood today, but tomorrow I may be somebody else. My customers enjoy a certain level of variety. Might I ask your name?
Mona. My name is Mona.
Well, what a coinky-dink. I use the name Mona all the time. It is a perfect name for a woman in my profession.
Ha!
And what is so gosh darn funny?
Nothing.
Why are you standing out here in the cold?
You can thank Constable Bud Crane, the cop standing over there. He's not a big fan of the nail salon services. So I have to stand watch to warn the private party we are having inside, in case Constable Crane decides to have a raid. Believe me, I'd rather be inside nice and warm.
Why would Constable Crane not like a nail salon?
Oh, I have a bunch of theories on that, and none of them good. My leading theory is that he has a serious inferiority complex because his older brother Lou is such a big town hero and overshadows Bud at every turn. So to compensate for his shortcomings, he's way too wound up. He really needs to get
Relieved of his duties for harassing a perfectly harmless nail salon?
Yes, exactly. If he'd go away or someone got rid of him, that would be a relief, believe you me.
What private party?
We'll keep this on the down low, but Burgermeister Willem Vinton and a bunch of his cronies from the next village over are having some political discussions in there. Very delicate ones, and they don't want to be disturbed.
Disturbed by whom?
The Vice Squad. Vlad's Landing Vice, which Constable Blood Crane over there is the head of, doesn't like my business practices and is constantly trying to shut me down. But we are so good at nails that the politicians keep allowing us to reopen.
That's a lovely dress. May I ask where you purchased it?
But of course, I bought this dress at Madame Stoker's dress shop. She does excellent work, although sometimes it's difficult to get an appointment with her due to Madame Stoker leading a fairly hectic life.
Why is Madame Stoker's life so hectic?
She has 2 young children who keep her very busy, and a very demanding husband who is a bit of a gluttonous louse, although he is an excellent customer.
That's all the questions I have for now.
Very well. If you happen to see a lonely, wealthy man wandering about, please do send him my way.
It is a gangplank for this houseboat. It's a banner for Manchester Divided. It says Scarlet Bovine Memorial Stadium, Gate 34.
There's a game going on right now.
I wonder if the security is pretty tight in there.
It's probably tighter now than normal. I read this match is to benefit the Draxylvanian Constables Association.
It's a constable. It appears he's patrolling the area around the entrance to that dark alley. Excuse me, sir. Might we have a few words with you?
Of course, Fräulein. Do you require assistance? Is that bat threatening you?
No, He's actually a friend of mine, but thanks for asking. I have to say, you seem eager to help.
That I am. It was my dream to be a member of the Deals, the Draxylvanian Elite Air, Land and Sea Rescue Squad. But I was unable to qualify for the service, so I had to settle for being a constable.
What happened? Why did you fail to qualify?
I have a condition known as FC, which stands for Fragile Coccyx. Apparently, due to the occasional bout of anemia and limited access to vitamins as a child, my coccyx does not have the strength to withstand the arduous training curriculum.
Why did you want to be a member of the Deals?
They stand for truth, justice, and the Draxylvanian way. And most importantly, they help people in need. There is also my secondary motivation of trying to escape my brother's shadow.
What does your brother have to do with this?
My brother was one of the first Deals. On his inaugural mission, he saved an entire village from being destroyed when floods caused the spillway of the Lake Varg Dam to malfunction. Ever since then, he's been known throughout the land for his heroic deeds.
Haven't you had a chance to do anything heroic?
Sure. I've stopped a few pickpockets, prevented the occasional murder, and harassed that cat house across the way out of business. Nail salon, Where was I? Oh yes, but I've never done anything that's been recognised.
What sort of recognition are you looking for?
I want the town to know me as a hero. A key to the city would be nice. But most importantly, I want them to look at me and say, there is Constable Crane. He saved somebody. If I could only help somebody truly in need.
This guy is a real piece of work.
What sort of person would you want to help?
Perhaps an elderly person? No, I know, a child. If I could save a child from some hideous fate, the old town would sing my praises.
Settle? Constable sounds like an exciting and rewarding job.
It can be, but this job can also suck the life right out of you.
The endless social problems and crime-ridden slums wear you down eventually?
No, I mean literally. We lose half our constables each year due to blood loss from animal bites. I'm beginning to suspect it may be the work of... oh, forget it.
What? Tell me.
Jackalopes. Vampiric jackalopes.
This guy is out of his gourd.
Listen. These creatures survive on the blood of others and burrow deep into graves to sleep during the day. I think they are behind the attack of anemia that has been plaguing Draxylvania over these many years. But no one will listen, except you. You believe me, don't you?
My, what lovely weather we are having. That was one dream. Surely you have other dreams and aspirations.
I wanted to be a member of Lake Watch, a team of Draxylvania's best-looking lifeguards. I wanted to be able to save lives and show my brother E isn't the only hero in the Crane family.
Why didn't you join?
I tried out. I broke every speed and strength record they had, but in the end, they said I wasn't photogenic enough.
Why are you out here all alone?
The Burgermeister gave the cushy stadium gate job to my brother Lou and stuck me with watching the nail salon. Just because Lou saved the Burgermeister's family from a pack of werewolves that attacked them during their Christmas feast.
Wow. How on earth did he do that?
It's no big deal. Lou just gathered some hair samples from a previous werewolf attack, then analysed them in his basement lab where he discovered some iridium-rich deposits in the fur. Lou then deduced the iridium could only come from a meteor crater, so he went up to Chillblood Crater wearing a had-stitched werewolf costume that he'd sprayed with synthetic female werewolf urine and infiltrated the pack for 3 weeks. During the attack, he sprayed the entire pack with liquid silver nitrate, incapacitating all of them except the leader. He then fought the pack leader on the top tower of the Burgermeister's house, while the leader used the Burgermeister's daughter as a shield. Lou used psychological baiting to catch the pack leader off guard so he could slay the beast with his own silver dagger. Lou is such a glory hog, I swear. He did all that just to make me look bad so I get stuck out of here while he got the cushy stadium job. He is always doing that. Lou is such a manipulator.
I I'm Mona de Lafitte, mighty opera singer. Who are you?
Constable Bud Crane at your service. If there is trouble afoot, I'm your man. Is there anything I can help you with, Fraulein? You look new in town.
I was a guest of Gina Martinelli. Until today, that is. I'm trying to get back to Paris, so I'm looking for transport down to the port tonight. Know any?
No coaches come through here in the winter, and I'm afraid the old town, except me, is at the big game going on in the stadium. I'll suggest you wait till tomorrow afternoon, after the town sleeps off their drunken stupor.
Do you know the Baron Shroudy von Kiefer?
The Baron? I've never met him, but he's known around these parts for his rather unusual personality, especially around tall women. Now, they say his mother was even weirder. Some of the things I've heard about her would keep you up at night. It's strange Baron Shroudy's not here tonight, since he is the owner of the Vlad's Landing all-black sports franchise. Makes me suspicious.
Why is that?
I heard a report from my cousin Otto, a glory hog himself, that the Baron's boat, clothes and a coffin were found by the lake shore, but no Baron. I bet it was that gypsy witch Strigoi. Never trusted her kind. Otto was supposed to report in over an hour ago to spell me, but hasn't shown up. I bet he's passed out drunk somewhere. Just my luck. Can this night get any worse?
Tell me about Vlad's Landing.
Vlad's Landing? Not much to tell. It used to be a small hill town called Vlad's Lot, until a rich, creepy writer named Stefan Rex moved in and founded a sports stadium. Apparently, he's a big sports fanatic. It used to be named after him until Scarlet Bovine bought the naming rights last year. Anywho, when they dammed the Varg River, it became a centre of trade for all the local villages on the lake and its tributaries, and was renamed Vlad's Landing.
What happened to this writer?
He went insane when he borrowed a ton of money from the old Baron to fund a horrible play called Wagons. Get this. The story was about wagons coming to life, running people over and terrorising a group of people stuck in a livery stable. It was so stupid, the play closed down during the first act. He lost it all, money, respect and his sanity. I think he's an inmate now at Dr. Legume's asylum for the sanity challenged. Heard he still writes for the Insanity Today magazine. A magazine by and for asylum inmates.
I'm new here. Would you tell me about Draxylvania?
Draxylvania's just a group of baronies nested high up in the Draxylvanian Alps. It is a semi-independent country within the Austro-Hungarian Empire. We're known for our odd customs, beliefs and mythologies.
Like what?
Well, some of the big ones are our nobles only come out at night, we all use garlic way too much, cover the doors, windows, even bathe in it. Some neighbouring countries call us Stinksylvania because the garlic smell often wafts over their countries during high winds. Let's see, we put crosses everywhere and we're constantly being plagued by some sort of weird disease. It's either lycanthropy one year, spontaneous anemia the next, or random outbreaks of insanity and paranoia. It's as if this land was cursed by God, or the spirits of all things pure and holy. But it's home.
What's in that dark alley back there?
It leads to the back of the stadium and the side door. Athletes and event staff only. Other than that, just a few boxes of junk and old sports equipment and the like. Of course, it is a dark alley. We have had a few incidents take place in there. I have been pleading with the city council to light the darn thing up, but they say their budget is taken up with the new public anti-anemia campaign. Just say no to night visitors. I like to stay near the alley entrance, just in case something happens again.
Well, that is enough for now. I need to go.